Andor episode 5, you kind of see this theme of series really like trying to take their time to set the pace, to introduce everything. But unlike any other series or films that do the same thing, in Andor, I actually don't really mind it. So all those exposés and conversations that are happening in those quote-unquote waiting and important scenes are actually very well written and still very much part of like the show. And I keep saying this, Star Wars is no more about lightsabers and just shooting. It's just about having like an intellectual, intelligent conversation and inviting audience to sort of participate. They just don't treat me like an idiot, and I'm a sucker for this. Every review I keep mentioning the music, and yeah, the music is still awesome. And now I'm actually hearing themes of like a bit of Bond, bit of Sherlock Holmes, and like the TV series, of course, with Benedict Cumberbatch. It's good. It's a good feeling. I like having this connection there. We get to see the relationship between the officer Cyril Karn. Well, I'm not sure if he's officer. I think he's like all kicked out now and he's no longer part of the Empire Police. We get to see an insight into his relationship with his mom, and yep, it's not great. We can tell that the mom's trying to do her best. She wants to help, but yeah, it's not done in the best way. So the scenes between those two is used as like a comic relief, and it's like a nice break in between, and it doesn't feel forced, but at the same time it kind of pushes the story and, you know, the character arc of the Cyril sort of onwards, because obviously he's probably gonna seek their revenge on Andor and stuff. We see him with the hologram, and it's great. I really like it. It's well done. It's not boring, but god damn it, that mom is she's a piece of work. Andor, aka Clem, he's sort of still in training to set off on the mission to destroy the guns, together with all the other rebellions. It's the first real rebellion that everyone's been sort of preparing for. Everyone's sort of holding on to the edge of their seat because it's about to happen. And it's, as I said at the start, it's like they're taking the time with it, and it's fine. I really don't mind it. Whenever you have like two characters sort of having a conversation, you can see someone else, you know, working in the background. It's like a self-sustainable camp that it's, again, very believable, and just attention to details. You know, if you see two characters talking, of course you're gonna see in the, you know, corner of your eyes some people just living their lives. Like, no one's very static. It's all very, very much in a movement. So even though we're not in the action, we're not fighting, we're not having this big battle, everything else still in the movement. It's a very interesting juxtaposition, and I think that's how they get away with it without being boring, essentially, and having go through series and character arc sort of unravel on the screen for the sake of continuity without actual purpose. Like, it works. Again, it works. And there's some trust issues, but yeah, again, the trust issues are sort of tested in a clever way. The most obvious way of showing that someone has some like trust issues to essentially see someone observing someone from the distance. We don't see any of that. You know, Skeen is just being precautious, but in his way, like in his own way, in the way that fits his character. When he snatches the crystal, you know, of Andor's neck, we don't see it coming at all, because nothing gave us this clue that he's actually even being observed, that Skeen even knows where the crystal is. It's just, it's logical. It's beautiful. I'm getting too excited right now. Okay. So, who's Vel? I have been dying to know where I know her face from. I have this thing, I always need to connect the dots. If not, I'm not gonna sleep at night. And I've been trying so hard to remember and to put the film or TV series in. Of course, she, we know her as from being Waif in Game of Thrones. You know, the one that like treated Maisie Williams' character, Arya so badly. I can sleep at night. So the script, it's just flying. You can also like feel the actors. They're not just delivering lines, they're performing everything they say with every inch of their muscle in their body, and any interactions is just pure gold. The script is well written. Yeah, we'll see the Empire, you know, corporate and climbing up the corporate ladder, and why not? And it's actually really nice to see white spaces in the Empire. You know, we used to the Death Star and the Star Destroyer, sort of dark ship, cold vibes, and dark versus evil. You know, we associate Siths and Empire with the dark color, but on the other hand, we have some of the officers surrounded with white walls and dressed in the white coats, capes, uniforms. It's adding something new, something exciting. Again, this line between good is good, evil is evil is, it moves, it sways, and yeah, keeps things interesting, keeps things fresh. I like that. We get to see this really cool of the TIE fighter. I don't know how to explain this. We get to see a TIE fighter. So I know before you say, yeah, we've seen things like this before. We have seen a human against a TIE fighter, but it was in a hangar, right? We've never actually seen a TIE fighter fly next to people, and just to kind of show the proportion, the scale of the ship versus people, but also the speed of the TIE fighter. And yeah, I don't know, TIE fighters are really cool. I'm glad we got this little moment. Everyone hates Empire for different reasons. That's kind of like a recurring theme. Everyone hates the Empire, but it's no longer Empire is the big bad wolf. They're just trying to do their job, you know. They're given orders. That also got me thinking, why does it come as such a shock to us to see good acting in Star Wars or well-written script? Well, yeah, obviously, we haven't seen anything like this lately, and it's such a nice breath of fresh air finally to know that every character that you see on screen, it's someone that you can relate to, it's someone that you know, it's your uncle, it's your mother, it's your friend, it's your boyfriend, it's your girlfriend. Like, all these characters feel very real. It's like a real cherry on top when you have a well-written piece of character, but you also match the talent and magic happens, and that's what Andor delivers. And even though not much happened, yeah, I'm just very happy that we're finally not treated like idiots, that there's one series that actually appreciates the intelligence of its viewers, and such a pleasure to watch. Yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.